I call this meeting to order. Today is Wednesday, April 30th, 2025, and it is 12:09 p.m. We are here at the Dr. A. Marcus Nelson Conference Center, located at 2400 San Bernardo Avenue, Laredo, Texas, 78040. Ms. Orduño, can we have roll call, please?
Mr. Juan Ramirez Jr.,
Present.
Mr. Goyo M. Lopez,
Here.
Ms. Veronica Viorduño, present. Mr. Rodolfo Morales III,
Present.
Mr. Alfredo Gustavo Perez,
Present.
Dr. Gilberto Martinez Jr.,
I am present, ma'am.
Ms. Monica Rangel Garcia. Present.
Test.
I have a quorum.
We have quorum. Ms. Orduño, can you lead us with the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
Yes, okay. Where's the flag? I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Ms. Orduño, and thank you to all my colleagues for being here today during your all busy schedule, and especially during lunchtime. Ms. Orduño, do we have any public comment?
No, we don't.
For the record, we don't have no public comment. Dr. Rios, item number 1.
Item number 1, I think everybody can hear, right? Item number 1, discussion and possible action to accept the retirement of Superintendent Dr. Sylvia G. Rios.
At this time, I make a motion to accept the retirement of Superintendent Dr. Sylvia Rios. Do I hear a second?
Second.
There's a second. Any discussion? Call for the question. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any against? Motion passes.
May I?
Yes, Dr. Rios.
Item number 2, discussion and possible action to retain the services of the Texas Association of School Boards through their executive search services for candidates for superintendent for the district. And I know that Mr. Sigifredo Perez can offer you some information if you so wish.
I so move to approve for discussion.
I go ahead and I move to approve retaining the Executive Services Search Department of the Texas Association of School Boards for the purpose of providing this board with candidates for this board to consider for the superintendent position and authorize our legal counsel, Sigifredo Perez, to retain their services and report to the board.
I second.
There's a second discussion.
Is TASB the only firm, or what was the firm that we utilized last time when we found a superintendent after Dr. Nelson? Siggy, do you recall?
Yes.
Or is it only TASB the ones that offer these
No,
types of
there are
services?
some services out there. I know there was some consideration about Mo Casey. They don't do that service. Last go-round was TASB. They've been doing it for about 30 years now. I know, for example, UISD recently used their services, but I know when Dr. Rios was hired, TASB services were used.
Okay, so at the time when we talked to them and interview with them, we are able to ask them for the qualifications that we are requiring and the years of experience and so on and so forth set forward by this board?
Correct. The initial, if they're retained through today's action, the first meeting will be a planning session, an open session, where their director will come down and express to the board the qualifications that they believe and also what you all are looking for, get the parameters of the search kind of as the initial guidance session, and from there they would go and take the next steps.
Okay, that's all my questions.
Any other discussion? Dr. Martinez.
Yes, Mr. President. The only question I have is I'm not opposed to hiring TASB for these services, but what is the time frame that we're looking at? Like, well, when do we expect them to have, or like when would be the new superintendent? When would they start if we hired their services?
Mr. Martinez, just so you know, what I understand is that they're looking at a timeline of about 3 months, about 90 days, from beginning to the end.
Okay.
At least that's a target, depending on, of course, the wishes of the board.
Okay, so if I can just offer some comments to my colleagues on the
Go ahead.
board. Okay, so I do have a concern, and my concern is this. If I was on the TASB board and I was going to be looking for superintendents, here's what regardless of what they say, here's what I feel they're going to do. Usually when you look for a superintendent or a college president or what have you, it's better to have a search that's extended or starts sometime like in August or October. What I feel or what I fear might happen here is that they're going to pull all the second place candidates from all the searches that they've already done this past year. They're going to send out the feelers and say, hey, here's an opportunity that just came up, right? And please apply and so forth. And no, I haven't, nothing against anybody coming in second place for all these different school districts, but I really feel that a much better option would be to extend the search at least all the way up until we hire someone that could start in January, as opposed to someone who is rushed to start like in August, because I think then you might have a better pool of candidates. The best option would be is to extend this search for a year, right? And then you have a superintendent that would come in next August. The only caveat to that is that we miss somebody coming in for the next, budget cycle and so forth. But I don't think that is that bad. But at least extend it to where TASB has a little bit more time to get candidates who are or have more of an appeal to our district. But I mean, that's just my advice. I can tell you though that if we do this 3 months thing, we're going to get a lot of candidates that came in second place, wherever else that they applied and so forth. Also, that having been said, this is the last thing that I will say is I don't want candidates making an emotional decision, because a lot of them have already, the ones who are going to apply have already resided to the fact that they're going to stay wherever they're at, and then, they might want to rush to come over here, and they might not see everything about our community and so forth. So that's the only thing I would say. Again, I'm not opposed to this. I just think that having them start in 3 months, that's going to be tough. It's not. It's a big decision that they would have to discuss with their families, the school district that they are presently at, and I just don't want to rush it. I feel we have a lot of good people in our district that could serve on an interim basis until then, and again, the time frame is the only thing that I have concerns with. So thank you very much for listening to my comment.
Mr. Chairman, if I can offer amendment to the original motion.
Mr. Morales, go ahead.
Yes, my amendment is to direct TASB to extend the search and to provide up to at least December of 2025 and provide us a list of finalists during that time period.
I go ahead and accept your amendment.
Needs to be a second.
Is there a second?
Yeah, I second that.
There's a second. Under discussion? Dr.
I have a
comment,
quick-
if I may make very quickly. I think that people are under the conclusion that they're just going to give you a set of names. A true search, they get focus groups from the community. They get a focus group from you guys, and they ask for what are the qualifications that you think are needed. The community is involved also, because they ask the community representatives from, I don't know how they pick who, but they ask the community, what traits do you want? What kinds of things do you want this person to know about the community? So it does take a little time, in the sense that they do get these focus groups, and then they come back to you and they ask the trustees, okay, what is it that you all want? And then you pair those together before they actually give you names. And then when they do give you names, they give you names and you pare down the list. So they might, and then they're gonna ask you, do you want it Texas? Do you want national? What is it that you want? And then you all decide, well, we only want to interview 5 or 6 or whatever it is. But it's not a process like, you're not going to hire TASB to just give you names. It's a process that happens, and it's kind of like an investigation of the things that you are looking for in a potential candidate. And this is probably the only thing I'm going to get to say to you, but it is important to think about that, because then you get a how do you say, a cross match of what it is that you want as a community, the district wants, and trustees want. And so then it becomes a refined process.
Ms. Garcia.
Yes, I just wanted to ask, I know I'm going to put Mr. Rangel on the spot, but how many months did y'all take to choose the college president? So around the time period that we're amending to?
It took us at least, it took them 3 months, and then we did what Dr. Hughes was saying. We vetted them, we had staff give their recommendation of what they were looking for, and we had students do the same thing, and we had the community. I believe Dr. Hughes was even involved in it
Yes.
as a superintendent, because we did involve the superintendents as well. So it took around 6 months.
Thank you, Mr.
And
Rangel.
just for the record, that was Mr. Esteban Rangel, President of LC Board of Trustees. Any other discussion? I just would like to add that at the end, when Mr. Perez initiates the communication with TASB, then it's us that we start looking, asking, saying, this is what we're looking, each one of us is looking into a superintendent. And it's 7 of us, and I know it's gonna be 7 different, options and things that we're looking for, in addition to the community. And then that's where we're gonna engage in the discussion and trying to narrow down the list and see how the process is going. So with that being said, any other discussion? I call for the question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any against? Motion passes. Dr. Rios.
Do have some communication for you. The Cigarroa High School today will have its scholarship night, and congratulations to Martin High School for a very successful scholarship night yesterday. It was really, really good to see all those individuals. I'm talking about the donors as well as the kids and the parents there. The Nixon High School Scholarship Night will be on Thursday, May the 1st at 6 p.m. in the Barton Gym. Student Services Committee is scheduled for Monday, May the 5th at 11. The ACE Awards will also be presented on Monday, May the 5th at 6 p.m. in the PAC Auditorium. Operations and School Safety Meeting is Tuesday, May the 6th at 12. The LISD Fine Arts Extravaganza starts on Tuesday, May the 6th in the PAC Auditorium with the Toro team. On Wednesday the 7th, we will have the extravaganza from the Tiger team, and on Thursday, May the 8th, it will also take place, and it will shine a light on the Mustang team. Everything starts at 6 p.m. on those different days. Curriculum and instruction meeting is set for Wednesday at 10:45. The Garcia Early College Scholarship Night is on Wednesday, May the 8th. LISD Service Awards, which we do invite you for all of our employees who have a certain amount of years with us. That will be on Tuesday, May the 13th. The LISD Retirement Dinner is on Wednesday, May the 14th. And the annual banquet is Thursday, May the 15th. The regular board meeting is set for Thursday, May the 22nd. And I want to go back to the ACE Awards. We have the TIA, the Teacher Incentive Allotment, here in the Nelson Room, and it will be on the May the 5th also. We're very proud of the teachers and the process, because right. So there's one after the other, and we're just very proud of the work that's being done on behalf of our teachers and on behalf of it was wonderful to see the AAA awards. Awesome. There was from 420 kids to 520. And that is a testament to setting up standards. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Fine Arts, Student Services, to all of you, because you set standards, and the standards have to do with academics, with attitude and attendance. So thank you so much.
Dr. Rios, I believe also today is the CTE Awards at
Yes.
Martin High School, I believe at 5. And tomorrow, May the 1st, is the CTE Awards at Nixon, I believe at 9 in the morning, if I'm not mistaken. Correct? Thank you. I just wanted to add a quick comment. Yesterday at the Martin High School Scholarship Night, we had the honor to see Miss Estela Perez, who is 100 years old. And she's been attending the scholarship night every single year, providing scholarship to our amazing students of Martin High School. And we had the opportunity of talking to her and presenting her, recognizing her with a plaque. But the most important thing and motivation is that she wanted to be there and walk to provide the scholarship to the student. If that's not a will, if that doesn't demonstrate ganas, that should be our prime example to everybody, that while you have a will, everything is possible. So to Ms. Stella Perez and her family, thank you very much for the generosity. May God continue to bless you always. Thank you. With that being said, do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
There's a motion. I second. Any discussion? Call for the question. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion passes. This meeting is adjourned, and for the record, it is 12:25 p.m.